In a bustling city filled with towering buildings and busy streets lived a young man named Walter Dreamer. Walter wasn't like everyone else. His mind was a kaleidoscope of colors and characters, always sketching whimsical animals and fantastical worlds in his worn notebook. Walter. G City now seemed cold and indifferent, reflecting his inner turmoil. "Walter," Mr. Grumbles began, his voice dry and critical, "your work simply lacks imagination. These maps are fine, but where is the spark? The originality? We need facts, not flights of fancy." He slid a pile of Walter's whimsical sketches across the polished desk. Walter's heart sank. He tried to explain his visions, the stories he saw in his mind, but Mr. Grumbles merely shook his head. "I'm afraid, Walter, this newspaper needs someone with a more grounded perspective. Your services are no longer required." Fired? For lack of imagination? The words echoed in Walter's ears as he walked out of the newspaper building, his worn notebook clutched tightly. The bustling city now seemed cold and indifferent, reflecting his inner turmoil. He wandered into a quiet city park, seeking solace beneath a grand oak tree. As he sat, a tiny, curious mouse scurried out from under a bush, sniffing around for crumbs. Walter watched it, noticing its quick movements and bright, intelligent eyes. The little mouse wasn't just a pest. It was full of personality, bravery, and cleverness. An idea, tiny at first, began to spark in Walter's mind. What if this mouse, so often overlooked, could be a hero in a story? That evening, Walter sought out his friend, Lily Sketch, whose small studio was always abuzz with creative energy. Lily listened intently, her vibrant eyes shining as Walter recounted his day and his newfound inspiration. "Fired for lack of imagination? That's absurd, Walter. You have more imagination than anyone I know," Lily declared, her voice full of encouragement. "This mouse idea, it's wonderful. Let's bring it to life." Inspired by Lily's unwavering belief, Walter cleared out a dusty corner of his tiny attic apartment. This humble space, with its single window looking out over the city rooftops, would become his new studio, his laboratory of dreams. He started drawing the mouse again and again, giving it big, expressive eyes and a mischievous grin. He imagined it wearing tiny shorts, performing heroic deeds, and sharing its adventures with friends. Each sketch breathed more life into the character. It wasn't easy. Many drawings ended up crumpled in a basket. Many ideas seemed to vanish as quickly as they appeared. But Walter didn't give up. He learned to animate, drawing frame after frame, tirelessly bringing his little mouse to motion. Finally, after countless hours, Walter showed Lily his first animated short. On a small screen, the mouse, now named Mortimer, scurried, jumped, and even danced. Lily clapped her hands with delight, her eyes wide with wonder. "It's truly magical, Walter," Lily exclaimed. "This isn't just a mouse, it's a character that will capture hearts." What else can Mortimer do? What other worlds can he visit? Her excitement ignited a new, bigger flame in Walter's imagination. Walter began to dream beyond short films. He envisioned not just characters, but entire worlds where imagination reigned supreme, places filled with laughter, adventure, and joy. A place where everyone, young and old, could feel like a child again. This grand vision wasn't easy to build. There were many more challenges, more people who said it couldn't be done, that it was too ambitious, too imaginative. But Walter, with Lily by his side, had learned to trust his own dreams. Years passed, filled with tireless work, dedication, and countless tiny triumphs. And then, one magnificent day, the gates to his grandest dream opened. It was a place unlike any other, a truly magical kingdom where stories came to life. Children, their eyes wide with wonder, ran through the streets of his new world, meeting their favorite characters, laughing on thrilling rides, and watching parades of fantastical beings. The air vibrated with pure, unadulterated joy. Among the crowd, an older man stood, cane in hand, watching the festivities. It was Mr. Phineas Grumbles, now with a softer, perhaps even thoughtful expression. He saw the happiness, the wonder, and the immense success that sprang from the very lack of imagination he once dismissed. Walter Dreamer, now a bit older but with the same sparkle in his eyes, stood on a balcony overlooking his kingdom. He remembered the cold dismissal, the crushing disappointment. But he also remembered the tiny mouse, Lily's belief, and the unstoppable power of a dream, no matter how small it began. And so, Walter's story became a beacon for everyone. That imagination is the most powerful tool, that every setback can be a step forward, and that even the smallest spark of an idea, nurtured with perseverance and belief, can grow into a magnificent, magical kingdom.